The moment she handed me the envelope, I knew. Not because of what it held, though that too would confirm it, but because of how she gave it to me. Eyes lowered, fingers trembling, like she feared I might still love her, like a part of her still wished I didn't open it at all. Inside were divorce papers, served cold over coffee. No warnings, no arguments, just silence after 12 years. I didn't say a word. I looked at her and saw not just the woman I married, but the void between us. The guilt on her face was thick, like soot clinging to a memory you can't wash off. She smiled, but her mouth shook as though she'd rehearsed the scene 100 times and still didn't believe she could pull it off. This wasn't just betrayal. It was performance. A carefully staged exit from the life we built together. But this isn't about paperwork. It's about what came after. About how I refused to be the quiet casualty in their little drama. They left me on that stage, thinking the show was over. Instead, I turned the lights back on and made sure the curtain would fall on them. We had a life. One carved from whispered promises in the dark, from long nights holding each other, and from the day our daughter, Ellie, was born. She was our brightest moment, our shared miracle. But the light didn't go out all at once. It seeped out slowly in fragments. A glance that lingered too long on her phone. Laughter at messages I wasn't allowed to see. Meals eaten in silence. Business trips for a job she never had. I followed her once. Said nothing. Just stood in a hotel lobby, watched her check in. Room 86. With a man I knew. A friend. Someone I once trusted like a brother. It wasn't rage that took me. It was clarity. A cleansing kind. I returned home, kissed Ellie goodnight, and sat in the study until the sun rose. No tears. No outbursts. Just planning. Step 1: vanish. Let them believe I gave up. Let them confuse silence for weakness. I smiled through custody meetings. Made generous offers. She called me mature. Thanked me for being so understanding. All while I was watching. Not to take, but to learn. I quietly monitored her accounts. She was moving our money to him. Every transaction told a story they hadn't rehearsed well enough. I documented it all: dates, transfers, messages, patterns. Then came her parents' anniversary. A grand gathering. Every branch of the family tree summoned to toast their enduring love. She asked if Ellie could attend. I agreed. Insisted on driving her myself. As we approached the mansion, Ellie touched my arm. "Stop here," she whispered. Her voice shook. "We can't go through the front." I looked at her. Then at the house glowing with celebration. There was something in her eyes, fear perhaps. Or maybe just truth. I nodded. Parked behind the hedge. And together, we slipped through the garden path like ghosts returning to haunt the living. Through the kitchen window, I saw them. Laughing. His hand resting on her back. Her head tilted, smiling at him like she used to smile at me. And behind them, framed on the wall, Ellie's drawings. Their trophies. Ellie disappeared into the house to find her cousins. I stepped into the hall. Voices swirled around me. Laughter, clinking glasses, the warmth of delusion. Her father raised his champagne. "Family is everything," he declared. Perfect. I waited for the hush that always follows a toast. Then I stepped forward. "Sorry to interrupt," I said. "I brought something for the family." She turned. Her face went pale. He froze mid-sip. I placed a small USB on the table and clicked the remote. The screen lit up behind me. First hotel footage. Then banking records. Timestamps. Messages. Photos. The room fell into silence, broken only by the sound of a glass shattering. Her mother clutched her chest. Gasps followed. Eyes darted from the screen to her, then to him. I didn't say a word while it played. I wanted them to watch. To feel it unfold with no room for denial. When it ended, I turned to her. She opened her mouth, but nothing came out. I looked at him. "You always wanted more," I said. "The firm. The future. You just didn't expect it to come with consequences." He blinked. Confused. Scared. "I sold the firm last week," I added. "To a competitor. You were still on the books. They've reviewed everything." Then I turned to the room. Fraud. Embezzlement. Collusion. Each word dropped like a stone into water, sending ripples of horror through the crowd. I walked out. Didn't look back. The prosecutors will be in touch, I said over my shoulder. Outside, the sky had turned golden. Ellie stood by the car, holding an old teddy bear someone had given her years ago. She didn't ask questions. Just looked at me with those calm, steady eyes. You okay? I asked. She nodded. I saw them. Weeks ago, she said. I wanted you to know. And in that moment, I truly saw her. My daughter. My quiet witness. My strength. Thank you, I whispered. That envelope she handed me. It was just the beginning. They thought betrayal was a single act. But I turned it into something else. Not fury. Not shouting. Just precision. They thought they left me behind in the ruins. But while they laughed in the ashes, I became the fire. Revenge doesn't roar. It whispers. In stillness. In patience. In the echo of a silent room. And then it strikes.